kaya't alam natin na tumataginting pa rin yung Parañaque spillway at yung mahiwagang dredging ng Laguna de Bay na kahit kailan sa 1.4 trillion na ginagastos natin ay hindi napopondohan. Ang laki ng aking inggit sa iba't ibang bansa na kalapit natin sa climate change efforts nila na pangkalahatan ng Singapore na meron ng barrage, meron pa silang Long Island Plan at meron naman ang Malaysia, ililipat ng buo ang kanilang capital na forever flooding sa Putrajaya, bagong lungsod.
So talaga pong walang mangyayari sa lahat ng project. Dito po, matibay na po ang kawalan po ninyo ng coordination dito. Bakit po nagkaganon, Secretary? Why is it that we have already seen, as of today, there is no semblance of coordination with this office? Why?
Unfortunately, Your Honor, I think this is one of the challenges that we have to face.
I'm not about to ask you about the challenges. We have
the coordination actually.
We have challenges.
Investigate flood control, but this was referred to the Committee on Public Works. So I welcome this investigation. Nung panahon po ng kasagsagan ng habagat, pumunta rin po tayo sa Macabebe, sa Pampanga, at doon po tayo nakiisa sa mga kababayan po natin doon, hanggang tuhod, hanggang bewang, hanggang dibdib, no? Papunta pong Masantol mula pong Macabebe, pataas ng pataas po yung tubig. Doon po sa kanila, ang sinasabi nila, kami po dito kailangan ng malaking pondo talaga, no? In fact, may JICA project, may Korean project po doon, at malaking proyekto po yun. At yung isang tanong ng mga opisyal po doon, sa mga lugar na talagang flood prone, parang kulang po yung naibibigay. Pero sa mga lugar naman na parang wala namang baha, bakit merong mga flood control? Yun siguro yung isang magandang malaman po natin. Yung isa pa, yung flood control, ano po ba talagang ibig sabihin nito? Ito ba'y dredging? Ito ba'y pagbuo ng bagong infrastruktura? Ano ba talagang ibig sabihin ng flood control para malaman rin po ng taong bayan kung bakit ganyang kalaking pera ang ginagastos ng bansa po natin, kahit yung resulta naman ay parang tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung pagbaha. Nais ko lang pong dagdagan yung binanggit ni Senator Gatchalian pagdating po sa classroom. No? Marami po sa amin sumuporta dun sa hearing on classrooms. Yung kakulungan po sa classroom ay di hamak maliit pa sa flood control budget ng taong ito. Yung sinasabing 50 years to do, 50 years to accomplish, or 5 years to accomplish, sa totoo lang po, mas maliit pa yun kesa sa buong flood control budget ng isang taon. No, Mr. Chairman, yung 350 billion or 500 billion na binibigay sa flood control, mas malaki pa po yun sa kailangan natin sa lahat ng classroom na kakulungan sa ating bansa. Kaya kung dito po sa ating hearing at pagkatapos po nito sa budget ay mabawasan ang mga ghost project o mabawasan yung mga flood control na hindi naman kailangan, ako po sumasang-ayon sa Chairman of Finance na ilagay na lang ito doon po sa ating classrooms na alam nating may makikinabang kaagad. Ito pong habagat, 4,000 ang classroom, ayon po sa DepEd, ang naapektuhan. 732 ang nawasak, 726 yung major damage, 2,600 yung minor damage. Sa lahat po ng mga classroom na yan, ang pinaka-apektado po ang ating mga kabataan. At siguro po, bilang panghuling statement, gusto ko lang pong ulitin, ang lalaki ng mga perang ito. Billion-billion, trillion-trillion, ang lalawak, ang lalaki. Pero sa kaduluduluan ng lahat po, pag nababaha, ang pinaka-vulnerable po sa atin, ang pinaka-naapektuhan. Mga magsasaka, mga trabahador, mga workers po natin, mga estudyante, mga kabataan, mga kababayan po natin na kailangang gumising araw-araw, magtrabaho at lusong pa rin sa baha. No? Yan po yung pinaka-apektado dito po sa problema ng baha. Kaya suportado po natin ang komite at ang investigasyon pong ito para malaman natin saan ba talaga napupunta ang bilyones na nakalagay sa flood control budget. Maraming salamat, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Bam. The last for the opening statement is Senator Imee.
Yes, thank you very much. And with apologies to our chairman, inasikaso ko muna yung mga barangay at mukhang ihahabla na naman sa Korte Suprema ang kanilang eleksyon. Ganun pa man, andito ako, pinagpilitan na makahabol. Unang-una, tulad ni Ex-Secretary Mark Villar, pinagpipilitan ko, alam na ni Secretary Bonongan ito, itong master plan, hindi naman tayo nag-uumpisa sa wala. Kasama po kayo noong 1978 doon sa Metro Manila Flood Control. Alam natin, noong panahon ni GMA, meron na naman, kasama na naman sina Architect Palafox doon sa flood control tungkol naman sa Undoy. Kaya't alam natin na tumataginting pa rin yung Parañaque Spillway at yung mahiwagang dredging ng Laguna de Bay na kahit kailan sa 1.4 trillion na ginagastos natin ay hindi napopondohan. Ang laki ng aking inggit sa iba't ibang bansa na kalapit natin sa climate change efforts nila na pangkalahatan ng Singapore na meron ng barrage, meron pa silang Long Island Plan at meron naman ang Malaysia, ililipat ng buo ang kanilang capital na forever flooding sa Putrajaya, bagong lungsod. Ang Indonesia, talaga naman sikat dahil sa kanilang green infrastructure, ang kanilang community building against climate change, ang kanilang river rechanneling and maintenance. Saan naman yung ating new technology, saan atin ang long-term plan? Kung sasabihin may National Flood Control Plan, parati naman na uuwi sa unprogrammed. Huwag naman tuloy ang gawin yan. Nakikita naman natin at siguro kailangan pansinin, ikalawa, ang National Flood Control Budget nag-umpisa sa 2025 sa 368 billion, nakita naman natin sa 2026, 275 billion na lamang. So, ibig sabihin, ang laki ng agwat kapag hindi pa dinagdagan yung congressional insertions. Ibalik sana natin sa talagang kinakailangan natin at tunay na bigyan diin yung mga master plan. Put your money where your mouth is, ika nga. Ikatlo, ibig ko lang dagdagan yung sinabi rin ni Senator Win tungkol sa 15 na pinangalanan ng ating Pangulo ng mga kontratista sa flood control. Alam naman natin, dun sa 15 yon, siyam pangalan lamang. Iba ang business plan po nila, hindi naman sila nagpapatayo ng anuman, hindi sila nagpa-flood control. Ang tunay, siguro ang karamihan doon sa 15, nagpapaupa lamang ng lisensya. Alam naman natin yan. Hindi naman sila totoo o tapat na kontraktor, kundi talagang merong mga AAA, quadruple A na mga lisensya, tapos for a fee, pwede mong hiramin. Ika nga. Siguro panahon na sabi nga namin ni Chairman to pierce the corporate veil of such corporations as Legacy, the various saints that are included who are hardly saintly in their behavior, and finally come to the reality that these contractors are not building anything, least of all flood control. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Senator Imee. I acknowledge the presence of Senator Minority Leader Tito Soto. And for your statement also, sir. Okay ka na? If you are ready.
No, I'm here to listen, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Incidentally, the Secretary of the DPWH intimated his desire to make a short statement. Sir, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, Your Honors, good morning. The Department of Public Works and Highways welcomes this opportunity to clarify and present the facts regarding the data on completed flood control projects submitted by the department to the Presidential Management Staff, which became the basis for the Sumbong sa Pangulo dashboard launched by the President on August 11, 2025. As reported, the Department of Public Works and Highways has recorded a total of 9,855 completed flood control projects between July 2022 until May of 2025. Of this, around 3,709 projects amounting to approximately 183 billion were actually started as early as 2020 and 2021 and only reached completion within the reporting period. This represents the continuity of multi-year efforts. We recognize the concern raised by the President during the launch of the Sumbong ng Pangulo last Monday that while thousands of projects are reflected as completed, our citizens continue to experience recurring flooding. This is not a contradiction, but a call for deeper accountability. Flood management is a complex and continuing challenge shaped by land use, siltation of rivers, climate change, and importantly, by the quality of project implementation at the local level. In fact, delegated authority for projects up to 150 million rests with district engineers, which makes proper oversight and accountability all the more critical. In response, Mr. Chairman, I have directed the Bureau of Quality and Safety and the Internal Audit Service to deploy inspection teams. These teams are already on the ground in Regions 3, Region 4A, Region 4B, Region 5, and Region 7, validating and ensuring compliance. We have also begun instituting personnel reassignments and replacements in highly suspicious district engineering offices to safeguard the integrity of project implementation. We assure this committee and the Filipino people that the DPWH will fully cooperate in this inquiry. We are committed to validating the data, strengthening our monitoring and evaluation systems, and ensuring that every peso of public resources truly translate into real, tangible protection of our communities against floods. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. We will begin the initial questioning from members. Ako na muna. Mr. Secretary, as already said by some of my colleagues, they are, I think, worried about the existence or non-existence of a master plan, an integrated, comprehensive master plan that will finally solve the problem of flooding in this country. Do we have that?
Mr. Chairman, let me qualify. In the Philippines, we have recorded 18 major river basins. 18 major river basins. These are the rivers that would transcend not only in a locality, but transcends provinces and regions, for that matter.
We understand that,
We have
Mr.
18.
Secretary. We understand that.
We have 18, Mr. Chair.
Even if we have 100 river basins,
Yes.
until and unless you are able to present a master plan that will integrate
Yes.
these river basins, you will be going nowhere.
That's
You
correct.
will accept that.
I accept, Mr. Chairman.
Let me begin by asking you, in executing all these flood control projects, did you ever, either your district engineers or regional district offices ever coordinated with
The local government.
the River Basin Control Office?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Let me explain a little
No,
bit.
the answer
Yes.
is, the question is answerable by yes or no.
There is a different.
Have you ever coordinated with this obscure office called River Basin Control Office? I will explain to you why I'm asking this. It has a very, very significant relation to the subject matter of today's inquiry.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
This River Basin Control Office was created by Executive Order 510. Kung nabasa po ninyo ito, sa Section 2, Paragraph B nitong executive order na ito pala yung mandato nitong maliit na opisinang ito which is attached to the DENR. Together with the Department of Public Works and Highways and the National Disaster Coordinating Council, develop a national master plan for flood control by integrating the various existing river basins and developing additional plan for components as needed. Isipin po natin, kaya sabi ko po sa inyo kanina, kahit 100 river basin ang babanggitin nyo sa amin, until and unless they are integrated with one another, which is the mandate of this office, walang mangyayari. Bakit po in the entire equation, in the entire continuum of this problem, bakit hindi man lang nagsasurface itong opisinang ito? Where is it and why is it siya pala yung merong mandato? Ngayon lang natin nalaman. Hanggat hindi po kayo nagko-coordinate, hindi po kayo pala yung regulator eh. Meron pang isang executive order number 816. Sabi po niya rito, referring again to the River Basin Control Office. Whereas, sabi niya, the integration and harmonization of various government mandates and resources. Kasama na po kayong lahat dyan. In the provision of safe and clean water supply and effective flood control management for the entire country is emphasized in the medium-term development plan. Ang laki pala ng mandato nitong opisinang ito. Bakit po, Mr. Director General, did we invite the representative from this office? Kumbaga, yung palang susi ng lahat ng ito. Gawa na kayo ng project, DPWH. DBM, bigay ng pundo. Pero yung opisina na mayroong pananagutan na na-integrate, i-connecta lahat ng inyong ginagawang flood control. Natutulog pala, hindi pala nyo kinukonsultan, hindi pala kayo magkakakilala. So talaga pong walang mangyayari sa lahat ng project. Dito po, matibay na po ang kawalan po ninyo ng coordination dito. Bakit po nagkaganon, Secretary? Why is it that we have already seen, as of today, there is no semblance of coordination with this office? Why?
Unfortunately, Your Honor, I think this is one of the challenges that we have to face.
I'm not about to ask you about the challenges. We have
the coordination actually.
We have challenges.
The
But-
coordination seems to be not really in the right one, Mr. I admit, Mr. Chairman, that we have not had any significant coordination at this point in time.
There was
the
no
office.
coordination at all. You started from the wrong foot. Kaya po pala ganito ang nangyayari. In the next hearing, we would like to know from this office, bakit po sa kabila ng lahat na ito pala ang kanyang pinakamandato, hindi niya nakuwang i-coordinate sa DPWH, sa DBM, and all agencies na may kinalaman para solusyonan ang pagbaha sa bansang ito. Siya yung nawawala sa the entire question. Kasi po, Mr. Secretary, itatanong ko pa sa kanya sana kung nandito siya. How do you classify the rivers in this country? Meron tayong national rivers, meron po tayong municipal rivers. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. We have 18 major river basins, as I initially pointed out. We have 403 principal rivers all over the country, and I think we have more than 4,000 small rivers, tributaries to the principal rivers. Not mentioning actually, of course, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Mr. Secretary, this is important because one by one, we will be able to look into the significance why we're supposed to see the difference between the national and the municipal rivers.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Yung mga national rivers po, ito yung jurisdiction ng national office.
Yeah,
Am I correct?
correct, Mr. Chairman.
Yung municipal rivers, Ano po ang, di ba LGU ito?
That's correct, Mr. Chairman.
Ngayon, ito po yung pinanggagalingan ng katakot-takot na corruption. Eh. I will tell you, palagay ko, alam mo na rin naman ito. Eh. Kung minsan po, at pangkaraniwan, hindi lang minsan, pangmaramihan na to, para sa ganon, makakuha sila ng project. Kasi wala namang project ang LGU. Eh. Wala siyang pondo eh. Ang gagamitin po nila na project, sasabihin niya, tributary to a national river. Kasi pag ginamit mo na tributary siya sa national river, kinukonekta mo siya doon eh. Makakakuha siya ng pondo eh. Tama po o hindi?
Tama po, Mr. Chairman.
Yun pong, there are two kinds of flood control projects. One, those with feasibility studies. Tama po.
Tama po, Mr.
And
Chairman.
those without feasibility studies.
Tama rin po, Mr. Chairman.
Dito po sa may feasibility studies, Mr. Chair, Mr. Secretary, yung request for funding normally comes from the Unified Program Management Office, Flood Control Management Cluster, UPMO, FCMC. That's correct?
Correct, Mr. Chairman, yes.
The amount of the project is more than the jurisdiction of regional directors. Hence, public bidding is in the central office. That's correct.
That's correct, Mr. Chairman.
Most of this funding are ODA funds,
That-
usually from the ADB.
From various lending institutions, Mr. Chairman, not only with ADB.
Yes.
Correct, Mr. Chairman.
Marami, but usually ADB din pinanggagalingan. Di ba? UPMO is headed by Yusek Emil Sadain.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your presence. FCMC is now headed by
Director Ramon Ariola, Mr. Chairman.
the third.
The third, yes, sir.
Yung without feasibility study, Mr. Chair, paano po yung request for funding? How does it start?
It starts with, I can only explain, Mr. Chair, when it is included into our National Expenditure Program proposals. No? These projects would have undergone some prioritization at the provincial level, and then it has to be elevated to the regional development councils. And it will form actually the regional project proposals. From the regional project proposals, they will call out the priorities that will be equivalent to the allocated allocation for each engineering district or legislative district, Mr. Chair.
Yung source nito, Mr. Secretary, is the regular fund. Tama.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
As opposed to the projects with feasibility o the funds yun eh.
All the functions, Mr. Chair.
Ang basis ninyo sa request for funding is Department Order Number what? Department Order Number 23, Series of 2015. Am I correct?
You're correct, Mr. Chair.
Kasi po, Mr. Secretary, kaya po natin iniisa-isa ito para maintindihan nating lahat. Meron pong jurisdictional amount kasi.
Yes.
Yung district offices, district engineers offices, 100 million. Tama?
150 million level nila, Mr. Chair.
150.
150 million, Mr. Chair.
O yung regional district offices,
Above 150 up to 400 million, Your Honor.
national offices above what?
No limit, Mr. Chair.
No limit. Pero lahat po ng ito, Mr. Secretary, either ito po ay prosecuted by District Engineer's Office with the threshold amount as you have stated, regional district offices with the threshold amount, and national offices with unlimited amount. Lahat po ng mga contractors nito are required to have the SLCC. Am I correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
SLCC is single largest contract completed,
That's correct, Your Honor.
which is based on the new government
Procurement.
procurement plan or law, RA 12009. Tama po.
Tama po, Your Honor.
Meron po kayong implementing office. Ito yung UPMO, FCMC. Pagkatapos sa ilalim po nito, meron kayong project director. At pagkatapos meron pang project managers, may project engineers.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Sigurado po ba kayo na lahat ng mga projects na na-execute merong SLCC?
Your Honor, these are foreign funded projects, and most of the engaged contractors dito are actually foreign contractors, Your Honor.
Alam ko po yun, kasi yung ODA, meron silang funding provision.
Yes, Mr. Honor.
The contractor follows the personality or the nationality of the funding country. Parang karaniwan ganun eh.
In bilateral agreements, Your Honor.
Yes. Pero sa mga projects, for example, ng ADB, dahil kung minsan wala nang gustong pumasok, in-invite nila yung mga international contractors.
That's correct.
Dito pumapasok ang joint venture. Eh. Tama po?
Tama, Your Honor.
Paano po natin namomonitor yung mga joint ventures na kasi para magkaroon lang siya ng SLCC, kung makikipag-joint venture siya sa isang, let's say, Chinese contractor. Pero hindi yung Chinese ang gagawa. Ang gagawa yung local. Nangyayari po ba ito?
Your Honor, especially itong mga foreign-assisted projects, ODA projects, they go through a very stringent process of selection po yung mga contractors po nito. And in the implementation of these projects po, meron din pong overseer consultants actually that will oversee the day-to-day implementation of these projects, Mr. Chair. So, if there would be subcontractors that would have to be engaged by the principal contractor, this will have to go through a process of evaluation and approval, Mr. Chair. We cannot actually accept. I mean, the bank and the funding banks or agencies will not agree, will not approve any subcontractor unless they go through the approval process, Mr. Chair.
Before I continue, Sir Secretary, let me just acknowledge the arrival of Senator Mig Subiri. Please.
So it's a very stringent process, Mr. Chair, for official development assistance or foreign funded projects actually in the engagement of the contractors, Mr. Chair.
Actually, Mr. Secretary, yung sinasabi mong strict guidelines, that's debatable eh. Kasi ito nangyayari ito, this is an open secret. Halimbawa, doon sa isang flood control project na meron ng feasibility study, may mga enterprising congressmen eh. They will request that these projects be implemented by the district engineering office. Sa mga nakaraan GIA natin, makikita mo yan. For example, the project is budgeted for 500 million to 1 billion pesos. it will be divided into several small projects, say 50 million to 100 million each. Kaya makikita mo, as observed by the President, bakit ay kakanyang parehong 100 billion, 100 billion, 100. Para bang there are 2 or 3 or even 10 major projects, flood control projects na talagang ang compute, para bang parehong-pareho yung cost eh. This is impossible. Kaya lang talagang binrake mo na dun sa ano eh. May-break up na kasi. Kailangan talaga eh. Kaya pagpaparti-partihin na lang sa 100. Kasi ang ano dito, Secretary, alam mo naman ito eh. Para sa ganon, yung congressman, maibigyan nyo doon sa favored contractor. Magagawa natin ito. And we can prove this. This office will just ask, for example, from the Office of the Undersecretary for Planning and PPP Services, Yusek Cabral yata ito, sir.
Your Honor, yes.
Kapag na-request po ng Blue Ribbon Committee, sino-sino yung katakot-takot na mga congressmen na palagi na lang nagre-request ng funding sa nature. Dito po lalabas lahat ito eh. Makikita po namin. And I'm sure the office will cooperate with the Blue Ribbon Committee. Dito po makikita natin yung napakahilig mag-request ng funding. Tama po ako, hindi?
Tama po, Your Honor.
Yun pong bidding. Pero baka gusto na magtanong muna yung mga kasama ko po, mag-sip muna ako sa kanila. Anybody who would like to... Senator Jinggoy.
Thank you.
Galingan mo, Senator Jinggoy, ha?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Is si Miss Cabral ba nandito? Was she invited? Was she invited by this committee? Maybe we can invite her in the next
Hindi,
meeting.
nandito naman ng pinaka-boss, si Secretary.
Well, but I would like to ask some
Mas gusto mo siyang makita kaysa Secretary.
Hindi naman. Anyway, Mr. Secretary, wag na tayo magpaligoy-ligoy pa. Kung hindi pa binulgar ni Pangulong Marcos ito mga anomalya na nangyari dito sa mga flood control projects, hindi niyo ba iimbestigan to? Kailangan pa umabot ng Senado para imbestigahan ito dahil binulgar ni Pangulong Marcos ang mga di umano yung mga anomalya tungkol sa mga flood control projects.
Hindi naman po siguro, I think, Your Honor, I think this is a routine process naman ng department that every project that we complete must have to undergo a quick, it has to undergo a validation audit before we fully pay the contract amount, Your Honor. So meron yung quick quality assurance unit, may audit team na dapat umiikot parati, Your Honor, before we pay the final payment for this project, Your Honor.
Are all these contractors qualified?
They are qualified. They're qualified, Your Honor, and on the basis of the documents that they submit for the bidding purposes, Your Honor.
Sa mga binanggit ni Pangulong Marcos na mga contractors during his SONA, bakit sa sampulang, bakit halos lahat ng mga contractors to ay kinorner lahat yung mga flood control projects? Why is that so?
Well, as far as I can recall, actually, yung sabi naman na ating presidente, 20% of the total amount of that has been allocated over the years were actually napupunta doon po sa 15 contractors po. So, marami pa naman po yung other contractors that have participated in the implementation of the flood control projects, but it's a little outstanding, as sabi ng ating presidente, that 20% of the total budgets that have been allocated for flood control napunta po doon sa 15. In numbers po yun, ha? I think that is in numbers, Your Honor.
Yes, so sabi ni Pangulong Marcos, 15 contractors cornered 20% of the total budget, or roughly 100 billion pesos.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the remaining 436 billion was split among 2,394 contractors. At hindi ko nababasahin yung mga pangalan ng mga kumpanya ng yung construction company dahil nabanggit na ni Pangulong Marcos yan. Anyway, ilan ang ghost projects ninyo dyan?
Ito yung, this is on the process of validation, Your Honor. This is in
But
the
you still
process.
believe that there are ghost projects there? Or
I
there
think so,
were
Your
ghost
Honor.
projects?
In all confidence, Your Honor, I think so.
You think so?
Yes.
Saan yan?
Well, as I said, as I mentioned in my statement, there are district offices that we are trying to continue the validation of some of the projects, Your Honor. Let me just point out, Your Honor, that many of these projects also, many of the other projects that I have mentioned, some of these projects were also implemented in 2021, 2022.
Sige. Kailan nyo pa nalaman na may mga ghost projects? Since you assumed office, Mr. Secretary? Or just lately?
Just lately, Your Honor, and unfortunately.
So ibig sabihin, when did you assume as Secretary when President Marcos appointed you?
Yes, Your Honor.
2022?
Yes,
All
Your
right.
Honor.
So you believe in 2022, 2023, 2024, walang ghost project?
Well, Your Honor, at the central office, we are relying actually on our project monitoring information that comes to us actually, unless it's going to be validated actually in field.
So you said siguro merong mga ghost projects. Who informed you na merong mga ghost projects?
Well, there are already informations that are coming up.
Yes.
Your Honor.
Who in particular informed you that there were or there are
There are
ghost
people in the
projects?
department actually that are.
And how do they know that na merong mga ghost projects?
Well, there are people actually who can actually certify, Your Honor, and these are the projects that we are now intensively validating actually.
Okay,
Your Honor.
my office received reports that there were ghost projects in the municipalities of Kalumpit, Malolos, and Hagonoy in the province of Bulacan. Can you confirm this?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's true.
Well, this is the information that we have received, Your Honor.
And the contractor, allegedly, Wow Builders, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And SYMS Construction. Am I correct?
I don't recall that name, Your Honor. But
Who is the owner of Wow Builders? Is he here? Is he present here?